Number 4, a person has $16,000 to invest in stocks and bonds. So whenever we have, let's start writing down the equations here. Whenever we have a total made up of two things, we can write that down as 16,000 equals your stocks plus your bonds. Next it says at least, I like at least, that means greater than or equal to, at least 2,000 in stocks. So stocks is greater than or equal to 2,000. And at least 3 times that amount in bonds. So at least 6,000 in bonds. So bonds is greater than or equal to 6,000. Find the system of inequalities, yada yada. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're either going to define S in terms of B or B in terms of S. And the result will be a lot of BS. So let's define S in terms of B. So S plus B equals 16,000. That must mean if we subtract B from both sides, S equals 16,000 minus B. If that's the case, this little thing here can substitute in for S anywhere we like. So S is greater than or equal to 2,000, therefore this thing is greater than or equal to 2,000. So 16,000 minus B is greater than or equal to 2,000. We get that from this and this. So let's get B over by itself. Let's add B to both sides. 16,000 greater than or equal to 2,000 plus B. And the reason I'm doing that is it gets confusing with inequalities if we multiply by -1, because that causes this thing to flip around. So rather than confuse that, we'll add B to both sides, subtract 2,000 from both sides. We'll do that here, subtracting 2,000 from both sides. We get 14,000 is greater than or equal to B. And here we say that B is greater than or equal to 6,000. So now we've got the range for B. B is greater than or equal to 6,000 on the low side, and it is less than or equal to 14,000. We get that from here, that and that. So now we have B as part of our relationship. We have to figure that out for S as well. Well, we got $16,000 to invest. If B was 6,000, S would have to be 10. So the least that B can be tells us the most that S can be, because S and B make up 16,000. So on the high side, S could be 10,000. So it's got to be less than or equal to 10,000. I'll explain that again. S is less than or equal to 10,000 because if B is really small, S has to be big. And the smallest B can be is 6,000, and therefore the largest S can be is 10,000, because together they add up to 16. And if the largest that B can be is 14,000, when it's 14,000, then S is 2,000. And there are the two inequalities that make up this problem.